Thank you for tuning in to Solid Energy TV, and I'm your boy Solid Rebel. And today we asking the question: who was the first rapper you heard mention the Illuminati? And the first rapper I heard mention the Illuminati was Tupac, and I know he mentioned it on the song "They Don't Really Care About Us." And I know Prodigy also mentioned it. Illuminati want my mind, soul, and my body. Secret society trying to keep their eye on me. And to me, it's very significant that they were talking about that in the 90s. And then you look at 2021, and folks are still talking about the Illuminati. And I remember when modern day rappers really started talking about Illuminati, I think it was around 2011. I know Rick Ross had a song out. They say I'm getting money, must be Illuminati. And to me, that was very significant because when I started seeing these modern day rappers talking about it, and I went back and I started looking at these older songs about these rappers in the 90s talking about it, it basically confirmed everything for me that this is real. And I know a lot of people want to sit and say, hey, it's just a coincidence, things like that. But to me, it's just so much evidence, you got to know that it's real. No debating it. And I look at a lot of these newer rappers, things like that. You look at all the satanic things that you're seeing in the albums, concerts, you look at all the rituals, things like that. Even things just happened with, Travis Scott, Natural World. It's just so much evidence of what's going on that people have to know that it's real. Um, I look at even XX Tenticon. I know he was talking on YouTube. There's some videos that you can find on YouTube. Him mentioning sacrifice, things like that. He's saying somebody was trying to sacrifice him, and not too long after that, he passed away, and that also confirmed it as well. And people are 2021 rappers are still using that term, sacrifice and things like that. So it's obviously something to where when you in a part of a group, an organization, things like that, that maybe I guess the terminology may be using, but people need to really start looking at everything, look at the details, and that'll let them know that it's real because really at this point they're not even hiding it. They're throwing it all in your face. So they must want you to know it's real. I look at that kind of stuff and I say, hey, well, if that's real, then I gotta also know God is real. That's very important, for me. Let people know, don't keep looking at the Illuminati and stuff, and looking at all the satanic stuff because you're gonna realize that it's real. Um, I remember seeing a YouTube video about Crazy Bone as well. He was talking about a meeting that he had went to in the early 90s, 91. They were talking about basically an agenda that some private business owners would have with these private prisoners to really change the music to where it's only promoting criminal activity. So these private prisons can get money from the government based on how many inmates are getting. More inmates, the more money these prisons would get. So when you start putting all the puzzles together, it really makes sense that it's all been an agenda. The Illuminati and how they handling the music industry and things like that. And that's why I feel like we're seeing so many rappers are dying and things like that. It just seems like they're dying on a day-to-day basis. And so much blood shed, and it's just obvious at this point that it's not a coincidence. This is all real. And to me, the rappers have been talking about in the 90s, they were dealing with some things. They done died, and we're seeing the same thing with these 2021 rappers. But the level of satanic things that we have seen, I feel like it's never been seen before, at least for my generation. But I'm really glad that we can really see this kind of stuff and be able to really confirm that, hey, this is all real. We don't have to waste our time anymore. We need to really start looking at spirituality, learning about God, because I feel like a lot of those lifestyles that these rap artists wanted to influence and want to push out there is going to lead people to self-destruction. Everything has a spirit. A lot of people want to say, well, they're just, we're just Illuminati conspiracy theorists and things like that. I don't believe every black man that has got success has been, do some type of ritual or, selling their soul, anything like that. I don't believe that's happened to everybody. But I believe, certain rappers and things like that have been part of it. And then it's obvious to see, there's so much evidence out there we can look at. So I just feel like people just need to be aware, things like that, and focus on spirituality, focus on learning about God and what that lifestyle can take you this life and in the next life. We can even see more rappers, they're just coming to even consciousness. And, they were trying to get rid of, consciousness and conscious rappers. I was seeing an interview with Crazy Bone, and you can look back and see that as well. You can go back and find that interview and check that out as well, and him talking about that meeting. But I see other rappers, KRS-One, I know he was talking about spirituality, him talking about you can close your eyes and you can say a word and, not, with your mouth, but just your mind and that spirit that can do that in your physical body. He believes, it lives forever. I believe that as well. So you have to be careful different lifestyles that we get influenced by because they can lead you to destruction. If your spiritual body, your spiritual being can live forever, then no telling where you'll put yourself at. So we have to be careful because there's so much evidence now to where you don't have to be woke anymore. You just need to know that it's real. To be woke and everything, but also know that it's all real and stay focused on spirituality because that's all that really matters. And that's really all I wanted to really let people know. Be definitely don't waste your time looking into satanic things and trying to see what the world has because the world is just all it's all about the same thing. It's all gonna be about the same story, good and evil, God and Satan. It's always gonna be the same thing, and we can't really balance the both. We gotta really pick a side, and that's just what I want people to understand and know. They've been doing it back in the '90s, and they're doing it now. Then all they doing is remixing everything, bring it back out. That's all they doing, mixing it in the same agenda, same message, lead people to destruction. So people got to be aware. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Solid Energy TV is the first video, but we definitely want to bring more content like this. Definitely drop comments. Your first rapper you heard mentioned, Illuminati, so I can know. Definitely want to check that out. And any other topics, current events you like to talk about, definitely drop them in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification. And we're gonna bring some more content to you. Just want to come through and bring that solid energy. That's all we about here. Thank you for tuning in. If you're still here, appreciate it. First video, and it's your boy Solid Rep.